I'm getting used to it.
Why are we holding our breath? Welcome to Everyday Reviews and welcome to Colorado. Today we have one of our special guests. Where? How far? Oh! 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. Woohoo! One of my very favorite Eastern Quebec journalists. We have Matthew from Car Question. Welcome, Matthew.
Thank you, Brian.
Hey, what do we have here?
We have the new Solterra. I say new, even if it's a refresh styling, there's more under that nice design that I would have expected.
More than just a facelift, we're talking new battery, new motors, more power, more range, quicker charging, all of that. Coming up right after this. Okay, we are on the road here in Colorado, as we mentioned. Brand new Solterra, brand new styling. What do you think of it?
I think the styling is kind of refreshed. You still keep that rugged look of Subaru, and depending on the version that you're gonna choose, you're gonna have different tone of color. The two tones looks good. You've got those little winglets also at the rear, but hey, the front end is probably the major difference that you're gonna see with the previous generation.
Yeah, you know what, we saw the new kind of nose on their latest other EV, which is the Uncharted. I really am not a fan of that name, but I do like the styling of that, where you have the 6 LEDs for the daytime running lights. Very stylish. Then you have your headlight, which is down below, and they've actually positioned it somehow where apparently it creates enough heat that it'll melt like snow, for instance, for the people that live in the northern climates. And also it does have a washer as well, which is really nice. And a standard illuminated Subaru badge.
Yeah, and talking about colors, I don't go often into this subject though, but I think they kept the color a little bit fades. The Canadian market seems to like gray, bluish thing, so I'm kind of surprised because Subaru would usually make available a funky color.
Yeah, you can actually get we saw a red one, but we don't get that in Canada. Standard 18-inch wheels. We have 3 trims. We have basically the all-wheel drive, because they're all all-wheel drive. Then we go into the luxury, and then the luxury with technology package. So 18-inch standard, and then you go up to the 20-inch that we're driving right now. So speaking about drive, this is where this thing has some big changes. When it first came out, a lot of people criticized, like the range wasn't very good. It wasn't the most powerful vehicle.
Yeah, and the charging time also, there was some issues with that.
So they've addressed everything.
Yeah.
All right, so now you actually have, this is the most powerful Subaru actually produced right now.
Yeah.
Right?
And there's a lot of horsepower. Once you step on it, you can feel the difference, but you don't hear a sound. So often you're going to be driving much faster than you should, but you just enjoy the ride. And talking about power, it's amazing. Delivery, you just put it into sports mode. It's smooth. It doesn't jerk around, but you're still going to see that traction light goes on and telling you that, hey, those tires might need a little bit more traction though.
So in Canada, we actually get only one powertrain.
Yep.
All right, so we get 167 kilowatt motor in the front and 88, I believe, in the rear, and that's standard across the board. You get 338 horsepower now. So a run to 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in just 5 seconds. That's about shaving off 2 seconds from the previous version. This has over 50% more power.
It's kind of faster than a WRX from a standstill or a STI.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, I hear the tire squealing.
Yeah, a little bit. There's 60 right there. And there is, I won't even say how much faster we went, but yeah, it's quick. It is quick. Like, it's so much different than the outgoing one. It's crazy.
And when you talk about range, 25% increased range, they said that you can average 450 kilometers of pure electric range. So let's be truthful. Often we see numbers on paper. It's kind of hard to get to because of different conditions that can affect an electric vehicle. So I think they're holding back a little bit on the just number, and you know what? When it's going to get cold out there, you will do less. But that increase is a welcome.
It's huge.
Yeah. It's
Huge. You know, I compared this last time when, you know, when they first came out. You know, we own an IONIQ 5, which is pretty well a direct competitor to this. And we have the larger battery. It's 77 kilowatt hour, and this is also now 77 kilowatt hours as well. But it's a different battery, and it uses more cells now, and so you get more range, 450K. Ours only gets 415, and it has less power. So now you're actually getting more power, more range. That's pretty cool in the same size battery.
Yeah, and more charging power. Charging, I'm going to be truthful with you guys. If you don't know it, back in Quebec, and maybe all around Canada, it was an issue when you get to those fast charging stations. You cannot get the number that was showing on paper, and even if the car could go faster, there was a difference between different versions that you would choose. And guess what? It was an issue when you would be driving, doing those road trips and everything. So 150 kilowatt charging, Subaru said 10 to 80% in 30 minutes. And they kind of improved the low temp charging by 30%. What exactly does that mean? In reality, we're going to see though when we're going to test it in the cold. But they said also that they added the precondition of the battery, and that's a major thing that creates a real difference while charging.
And that precondition battery mode isn't just automatic when you actually enter in a destination for, let's say, a fast charger. You can actually manually enable that right now, and there's no more limits now. Before there was a limit, you could only fast charge it like 2 times a day or something like that. Now you can keep on driving.
And also with the Subaru Solterra, the thing is that EV car can go off-road. So you've got a new all-wheel drive control logic that they added, and it said that also X mode will tend to figure out more exactly where to send power. When you're going to be hitting the trail, you're going to be just driving there, and you're going to be sure to not get stuck with an EV vehicle and 210 millimeters of ground clearance. And talking about how smooth it can be, this thing weighs a little bit. You know, EV car have more weight than let's say a regular Forester or something like that. And it was really smooth off-road, Ryan. Those rocks you were crawling on.
Yeah.
You know what? No thumping, no noise. I was like cringing sometimes.
I know.
And no, it was smooth. So I think they kept what Subaru is all about, also going off-road sometime and having fun with that all-wheel drive system. It's kind of a little bit of restraint though when it comes to having fun in those snowy conditions. Let's say that sand also, we're trying to sand it a little bit, but the rear doesn't want to get out.
No, this is definitely not a rear biased vehicle.
No.
Hence you have a larger electric motor on the front, but I'm impressed when manufacturers go and actually challenge you and let you actually take this off-road, for instance, or if it was a racetrack, same thing. How far? Oh!
And we did not talk about the interior, but I love the double QI charger. I love that big screen, but it screams Toyota everywhere when I look at it.
Yeah, 14-inch screen. I like the real estate. I really do. You get the wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. This one actually this is the technology package, luxury. We actually get the leather seats as well. If you don't get this package, you get the Star Tax, I believe that's what they call it.
Softex, yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
Softex. No, it's not.
No? Softex?
Softex? I don't know.
Why make it so complicated?
It's a Tex, all right? It's an artificial leather, and we have ventilated seats on here. Now, one thing that I do like is when you go into X mode, if you go into the luxury or the luxury with tech, you get the 360 camera, but you also get like an off-road camera when you go into X mode, where you can see your side of your tires. So it's great if you want to see if I want to take this line, I want to straddle this rock. Handy for that.
Interior space is kind of okay, but you know what? When I look at the rear, I might be sitting comfortably also, but when I look at the trunk space, I just love the space that you got there.
Yeah, I know, and if you need more room, you can always go for the Trail Seeker.
Oh.
Right?
That's the thing that I'm waiting to see. Subaru will get a little bit the car mix up with many more EV models. So that's going to be a fun way to see how it will evolve over time.
Going straight?
Easy left.
Easy left. All right. So once again, we are on a gravel road right now, and you can hear, let's just listen, like how quiet the interior is. And this is a dirt road. It's kind of washboard. they've done a great job isolating the cabin for sure.
Yes, they did. Let's do a roll down window test. Oh, it's windy a little bit, but now this car, I think this car has a real low noise level inside, and it really shows. So I think they did a great job on that. And also talking about suspension, everything has been improved. There's not a lot of body rolls, and I just love the mix between on-road and off the road on those kind of gravel and sandy road.
So who is the competition for this vehicle?
I'm gonna attack directly the BZ4X of Toyota. You know what? You know, they're twins, cousin. How do you call that?
Yeah, they're siblings. They're I don't know. I guess cousins.
So it's gonna come to who you are faithful to when you're gonna decide which car you're gonna choose. But I just love the little bit more rugged style of Subaru, that X mode, that drive that you can select where maximum traction will be. You can go wrong with that. The thing is, with competition, everything is about the price today, and Subaru told us something really special. You will know that at the end of this video.
Yeah, make sure for that. But I would say, yeah, this would be, the BZ would be a competitor.
Yeah.
The IONIQ 5.
Yes.
The Kia EV6, right? Like any of the compact electric SUVs, and they're all roughly in the same price, but this was kind of, you know, behind. It really was. I'm going to say it before. You know, it didn't have the charging speed, it didn't have the range, it didn't have the power compared to the others, and now it's on an even playing ground. I should mention as well, though, this comes with the NACS port now for the charger, and it comes with a multi-charger, so you can actually plug it into 110 or 240, and it comes with that. So that's a big bonus. If you don't already have a charger, you get one with this.
There you go. So Brian, how about a little speed? I want to feel just like in a rally with a Solterra.
Oh! There you go. All right, we are just going to wrap it up because it's starting to rain. But hey, it's been a great day. Denver, Colorado, such a beautiful place.
Yes, such a beautiful nature. All you want when you're driving those all-wheel drive car.
So yeah, as we said, man, there is a lot going on. You know what? They kind of had to. The first one, you know, a little bit lacking in range, power. Now it is right up to par. And the best thing, we don't have pricing yet, but they said that it's not going to be any more expensive than the outgoing model, and that's a really good deal. In essence, that's actually less money because you're getting so much more power, so much more range, so much more everything.
I'm kind of scared with the value of the previous model, you know, the first one that they launched. That's going to have to be seen what's going to create the impact on the used market though. But this one corrected a lot of flaws, and now Subaru is clearly attacking more than ever the EV segment with 3 different models. So that's going to have to be seen too.
Yeah, you know, and I can't wait to drive, you know, the other 2 as well. But so far, from what we've experienced with this one, is definitely a right step in the right direction.
There you go.
Anyways, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe and check out Car Question.
Look at that rain. What's happening with the weather?
We need rain. We need rain.
Give me rain.
Okay. If this was the Amazing Race, they're basically going to tell us, Matthew O'Brien, I'm sorry, but you're the last ones and you have been eliminated. This off-road section here is probably smoother than the roads in Quebec. Very high.
Yeah.
Mile high city. So if you get lightheaded, maybe a headache or something like that, or you need a little bit of boost, what do you use?
Oxygen.
Oxygen.
Ready?
Use the force, Luke. Like always, if you liked this video or any other content on this channel, I've got a lot of videos out there, not just for cars, by the way. We have tech stuff, even automated lawnmowers and travel reviews as well. Hit that like and subscribe button. First of all, it doesn't cost anything. It's absolutely free. I do all of this free of charge for you. If you could hit that like and subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated.